And I think we are live. So first and foremost, let me just point out the obvious, because for you guys who've been to the live with me, you know how crazy, the camera and the quality of the live is. Isn't this the best quality ever right now? Right? Like, come on. Can I get some flowers for darn's sake? It's not too bright, it's not too shiny, it's just right, and that rhymed. Anyway, so first and foremost, everybody who is here, we're gonna wait like a minute or so for more people to trickle in. And in the meantime, I want to know, how is everyone doing? Hey. I see you guys trickling in. Let me just put my double checker here. Jan A is drinking. How awesome is that? Drinking wine. Which one? Red, white? Anyway, so let me just start with the spiel. First and foremost, thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. If you're clicking this, whether today or whether tomorrow or whether next week, I am so appreciative for your viewership, because, you know, without you, I am not here. Without your motivation, I am not here. Do you understand? And so the second thing is, this is for those who want and who can do more. You have options. You can go to the description below, pick the option that fits you best. But regardless of how you spin it, its most important thing is that you press the like button. And if you're not subscribed yet, that you subscribed. That is super important. But don't forget also to interact with the video. Anything you do is going to push your algorithm forward. So don't minimize the essence of who you are. Okay. That being said, let's go into the quick intro. You know, you guys all know how difficult March was, right? And I have been, enjoying my sleep. But in the meantime, I've been making extra friends. And it's been a very interesting connection. And that connection, ironically, is from one particular person. Who would have thought Darrell Brooks would have brought a lot of people together? And he did. So I want everyone to please say hello to a new friend of mine, a darn squirrel. All right, everybody, say hi to Beefy. Look at that.
It's your favorite shit-talking squirrel.
I have to say, Beefy, when I saw that, okay, so I've seen a lot of your content, and you're very funny. You're very funny, and the things that makes it even more funnier is the mascot, the squirrel, because it's like, I don't know, it's a freaking squirrel. It's a squirrel.
Everybody loves him, man. He's the mascot. He's the homie in there in the corner.
Yeah, seriously. Anyway,
Just look
guys,
at that face, so adorable,
and the teeth. Okay. So what I am very interested in to hear, Beefy, and today's live is going to just us getting to know you. At least for me, I can't speak for everybody else, but for me to get to know you a lot better. Our connection, the obvious connection, is obviously Darrell Brooks, and horrible way to meet, by the way, but that's the silver lining into this thing. What is your story, Beefy? Tell the viewers a little bit about your story. How did all this get started for you?
So I mean, just in relation to the Darrell Brooks stuff, oh gosh, I was watching that trial just nonstop. I mean, it was so addicting. It got to the point where it's like my girlfriend's coming in the room, and it's like, God, this guy's on the TV again. Like, get over it already. And it's just for months it was like really unhealthy. And I had all these like thoughts in my head. I just had like so much to say about this very frustrating yet fascinating monster. And it really like started to almost fester, like bubble up. And it was like becoming kind of an unhealthy thing. Like, I don't want to say obsessed, but like I was definitely hate watching. When he when he
Good
goes
word.
on to say like, "Oh, keep up the bad work," I was definitely in that fucking club who was keeping up the bad work because I was like definitely hate watching the shit out of the guy. So
Oh my god, that's
that was
funny.
really kind of how it all started. It was just like I had to like excise these demons, you know, and like just get the nasty thoughts out, and it just kind of has evolved from there. I mean, you know, I'm sure you're very familiar with how content creation works. It's like a climbing a mountain reverse, you know what I mean? It starts off like
Yeah.
just so simple, like, hey, I'm just gonna post this video, and then you know you start getting those dopamine hits
And
from
then it
100
becomes
views, and
yep,
yeah,
yep, 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 yep. It's so
right.
interesting because my situation is very super similar. You know, I was binge watching, and then Chris walks into the room. He was like, "Why are you still watching this guy?" And I said, pretty much, "Have a seat. Who does he remind you of?" And it was like, "Oh yeah, that's so ironic." And
So you bring that up. You know, I discovered your channel pretty early on into the Darrell Brooks saga, in back when you had a very different setup. You know,
over
um,
the white
and
wall.
yes, yeah, correct. And I noticed in some of your earlier videos, you used to like really go on these deep dives on the behavioral patterns of Brooks, and you had a lot of interesting commentary on people who I feel like might have been suffering from narcissistic personality disorder. And you know, game can recognize game. You know, I feel like
Game can recognize game. Yep.
you can only get that
Oof.
level of insight
Mm-hmm.
if you've genuinely lived it. Like you have gone through and been tortured by somebody
Mm-hmm.
like Brooks. Like I feel like so many of us can relate to what Judge Darrow is going through because like we all have like either worked with somebody or they're in
Yeah.
our family. So
Yeah.
I'm very curious if you want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Who, if there was a specific person, who
That's so
was
funny
that to
too.
you, and were they as narcissistic as Brooks?
That's so interesting. Look, just as a clarification, me and Beefy did not have a conversation prior to this. So because I've talked about my father a lot, and some people might be like, "Oh, you guys talked about this. This is not rehearsed, everybody. This truly is authentic conversation." Matter of fact, Beefy, do you remember when we were just chatting a little bit? We were like, "Don't say anything.
Yeah,
Save the right." We were like, "Let's save it for the live." We were like, "Don't talk to
I was
me."
gonna call you out a little bit and be like, "Yo, he is lying to you." But yeah, we
No,
did.
no.
We
No,
started to go there, and we shut it down.
we haven't had this conversation. It's so funny you bring it up like that. But yes, actually, so my dad is a diagnosed narcissist, and he was forced
Okay,
to.
I'm so sorry to stop you, but I thought narcissistic personality disorder was not an actual medical diagnosis. It's more of like a spectrum. Like people can be very narcissistic, but to actually classify somebody as a narcissist, as far as I know, is not actually a psychological definable condition. I could be incorrect in that.
So what I base this from is through the court proceedings, the judge at the time had forced it on my dad to go see a court-appointed psychologist to discover what the hell is going on. And the reason why is because during the legal battle going on, he mentioned that he did went to a, I'm going to say psych ward. It's incorrect. I don't know the word. uh, I don't know the word in English, but he went to a place to get treatment, and through that statement, it led to a court-appointed medical professional to actually diagnose my dad. So I'm not 100% sure if there's a true difference between a narcissistic personality disorder and someone who's narcissistic, but I do know there is a spectrum in having narcissistic personality disorder. But no matter how you spin it, it always comes down to a person who tends to who tends to experience the world with everything revolving around their persona, around their shell, around the image that they want to portray. Um, the day when the diagnosis was given, it was a very explosive day in court because he was like, he did what you might think that might. He was like, "You don't
He
know
probably
anything. I
exploded.
know more."
Yeah.
He exploded. He was like, "You don't know anything. I know more than you. What kind of doctor are you?" But The
So when you say a legal battle, is this? I mean, I'm so sorry, but did he abuse you, or what was the basis of you going to court?
so my father tried to kill my mom, and
Oh my
he
God.
yeah, he tried multiple times. It's shocking when I talk about it so openly and so casually, but during the moments when we were living it, it was absolute terror. And I said to people, I said to a lot of my viewers, and they don't believe me when I say this, or maybe they do, but my dad, Darrell Brooks, is my father. He's the way he acted,
Oh,
the
I'm so sorry.
his short fuses.
You
That's
poor
exact.
thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But so like you say, game recognizes game. It's almost to the T. It was so crazy how uh how similar they were, and that's what prompted me to take the camera and be like, so let me tell you about Darrell Brooks, because that's my dad, you understand me? Look. And then that's how
Yeah, you had
situation came to me.
probably more insight into those behavioral patterns than a lot of us. And
Yeah,
I do remember you speaking a lot about to like what was I thought was very interesting that hadn't been brought up before was the idea of like emotional intelligence and people. I didn't really have a word for it to describe it. I almost like just kept falling back to like a manipulator, like manipulation, just kind of
yeah,
as a placeholder. But that's really the best way to like. As soon as I saw your video, I was like, yes, that's exactly what he does. He
yeah,
has the emotional intelligence to pick up on people's weaknesses and prey upon them to the
yeah,
point where it's like he almost has like X-ray vision. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
he's seeing the world through a completely different lens
yeah.
than all of us are, and
Yeah,
he sees these openings and just pounces like a freaking
pounces.
lion in the brush.
Yeah. And it's super effective because most people are nice people, and most people are sympathetic, and most people are empathetic. So they play this game and you fall for it almost always because if someone, hey, can you help me? You sure, I'll help you, but you don't know that that's a ruse to get a little crack in there, and then eventually they turn into monsters. Yeah, it's super effective. They're extremely dangerous, and I always say that the best solution to deal with a narcissist is to disappear. Don't even engage. Ghost. Run
Yeah, just
away.
no contact, unfortunately,
No
it's the only
contact.
way. Because even if you try to communicate with them in what you interpret as, like, a healthy way, they are so learned, like, they have such learned behaviors, and their emotional and it's almost like a spider sense, like, their emotional indicators of how to manipulate you is so nuanced that
Yeah,
it doesn't matter what medium or through what means you communicate with them, they will find the way to get
yeah.
into your life and take advantage. It's like scary the
Pretty
foresight
scary.
that they have, their ability to like
Yeah.
read vulnerability and capitalize that on that, however best suits them. It's oh,
And sniff it out. It's
makes me
like
sick.
it's pretty MFing sick. Let me tell you something. Okay. So let me just acknowledge really quickly here. So first, hi everybody. Hi Christine. Um, hi you all. Hi you all. So really quickly, Alicia, native language is French. And
Oh, look at Bambi! Hey, my two favorite Brooks YouTubers together. Hi, Bambi. Join the Discord. Become part of the Squirrel fam. I'd love to have you.
Bambi. Hi Bambi. So we have a squirrel and then we have a deer.
Yeah, yeah. We get a
Anyway,
bear, we'll have a whole forest.
Nick76 says, yeah, next narcissistic personality disorder is diagnosed by a psychologist.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
And then Nix, can you confirm that most diagnosed narcissists are usually court ordered? Because I don't see one being like, I have a problem, let me get help. I don't see that happening at all. Nix, can you confirm that for us really quickly if you have the knowledge base? And Jen A said living with one is pretty scary. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey Maxine. So Olympia is doing good. So but squirrel. I'm still laughing at the squirrel. Unbelievable. Yeah, my daughter was not doing well, but she's doing super good now. Yeah, she's doing super good now. Matter of fact, she's eating too much. You can never be too happy.
That's a
Never be
good
too
thing.
happy. It's a good thing.
Yeah, when they're eating,
Um,
they're healthy.
I want to bring the conversation back to you. I want to know what did you experience something you don't have to share it, of course, if you don't want to, but what is your experience that makes you so connected also to Darrell Brooks? Yeah, he was an a-hole. Of course, he was an absolutely piece of poop. But is there something more?
You mean you're asking just personally if I've
Hmm.
had experiences with this? Yeah,
Hmm.
I had a girlfriend who just, uh, yeah, she used to beat the shit out of me. I'm just gonna kind of just come out and say it, but it goes beyond that. I mean, typically when people who are physically abusive, that stems from a lot more unhealthy behaviors, like the fact that they're willing to let themselves get to that such toxic place is very it's very commonplace for other manipulators and other, like I said, toxic behaviors. And
Yeah.
yeah, it was hard, man. I mean, I was messed up about it for a while, and
How
you
did you
know,
get out?
gosh, I don't even. It just kind of like one day,
Happened?
family was kind of pushing me in the right direction, and they were for years. I mean, I'd come to Thanksgiving dinner with bruises and scratches on my face, and I'm
What?
going to my doctor because at one point she had like scratched my cornea off, so I didn't have to wear a bandage, but like it was like my eye was all
What?
messed up. I was like going to college with I don't want to get into the whole history, but
No, not share whatever you feel comfortable sharing. So you were being abused, pretty much, physically abused.
yeah, yeah. And
You know
like I
what's
said,
funny?
honestly, the physical part, as weird as it sounds, the physical part didn't hurt as much
Yeah.
as
As
the
in,
things
oh
the things that
yeah.
she would say. Yeah.
Oh wow. Hmm. Oh man. I'm sorry you went through that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like like I said, we've all kind of had our own Darrell Brooks to some extent. I mean, we may not have all gotten the shit
Yeah.
kicked out of us, but I feel like we all have at some point been either manipulated, emotionally
Yeah.
abused, physically abused. We've all had that,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
unfortunately. Yeah, if you look at the statistics, they're horrifying. And I say a lot with statistics, you could just double the statistics, because statistics is based on someone who tells you, yes, I was abused. Please, to find someone to tell you that alone, it's difficult. But so every time I look at the statistics, I'm like times two. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
these people don't want to admit to it. Yeah,
People
so
don't want
true.
to admit to it. Do you know what I mean? Oh boy.
In
Yeah,
some cases, probably even to themselves.
even to themselves. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've noticed, this is from my own personal research, that I think a lot of Darrell Brooks content creators seem to viscerally react to a lot of his nonsense, and I'm always like, look, if you viscerally react to something, then you know you've
You're definitely
experienced
hitting
something.
you're tapping into like that magic in a bottle that people can't explain. I
Yeah,
mean,
people
for whatever reason, he hits that nerve for all of us that just we all like kind of want closure. And I found that's how I found your channel. I was just like, God, I need to hear other people's opinions on this guy. I can't be the only one who thinks
Yeah.
he's so fucking frustrating.
He's so freaking weird. Okay, so really quickly, let me just reiterate one thing here, that for those who just come in here, this is Beefy the squirrel. Beefy has anxiety. This is Beefy, and I've met Beefy through just content creating and observing and checking out content here on YouTube. His channel is pretty funny. So if you haven't done so, please press the like. If you're not subscribed, press subscribe. But also, if you look in the description below, check out his content. It's pretty good. It's very funny. And and yeah. By the way, let's go quick to the comments here, because I'm looking at some of the comments, and you guys are smart, right? I look, Beefy. I say a lot of the people who come up here very smart, so
Yeah, just
smart.
real quick, Rebecca Brown, I'm so sorry that happened to you. That's just she's saying she was married to somebody who was abusive for 20 years. That's so awful. I'm so sorry.
Ooh,
Yeah, it
oh
sounds
look
like
at that!
she's in a better place now, I hope.
Wow, 20 years, Rebecca. Well,
It
number
can get
one,
hard once you get in that cycle. It's just, I mean, like we said, right? They have that emotional spider sense to just control you.
to just yeah, wow, 20 years. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look, Rebecca, at least you're out alive. And I mean that, because you'd be very surprised. Some people don't come out of it alive. Hmm.
I don't know the statistics, but they always say people who survive abuse are survivors because so many of them end up getting killed from the escalation of violence.
Yeah, escalation of violence, and also the mental damage. Some of them take their own lives. Yeah. So
Oh yeah, that's true too.
yeah,
Yeah.
They never quite end up the same. So so clap for yourself, Rebecca. Do you understand? And to anyone who really survived this thing, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, major props to you, Rebecca. Good for you.
Hi everyone. Hi PACT Nation. Hi Beefy. Okay, so I want to move on to something pretty cool. So Beefy, I'm interested, and I you know, we've chatted just a little bit, and every time we said no, we got to save it for the life. Tell me a little bit about what's the future for you? I'm just curious.
You mean on YouTube, right?
Yeah, on YouTube with Beefy, with like what's the overall plan? What's the what do you look forward to the most? What are you most excited about? I'm also trying to get to know you here with everybody here. I know some people.
We're doing it live. We're doing it live with everyone else here. It's totally cool. So yeah, I mean, I'm doing a series now that's probably, I think I've done like 3 episodes where we react. It's called Case Watch, and we're starting with Darrell Brooks, obviously, because that's where the priority of my fan base is. I do have some other videos that aren't Brooks, but as I'm sure you're well aware, they don't do nearly as well. The audience is there for Brooks for the time being, at least. But eventually, I'd like to get to a point where we're beyond Brooks and have, obviously I won't have near the amount of views, but it would be nice to be able to build up a following and have I'm trying to build a community. And it's been really great to reach out to all the viewers and like actually get to connect with them and involve them in the content creating process. Has been so fulfilling and honestly kind of surprising. Like,
yeah.
You almost look at your viewers as like this massive hive mind that I'll just shower you with praise, but they're really individual people who live their own lives and
I don't mean to scream. Yeah,
have their own families.
I say that all the time. Like I tell you guys all, like it's I get therapized once a month, and it's up in discussion every single time. It's like I'm sitting here talking to this stupid camera, stupid stuff, but it feels like I'm hanging out with friends, and it's a weirdest feeling because it's I feel so connected, and it's so surprising. It's like it hits, at least for me, it hit me like a ton of brick. Like, wow, I really feel connected with all these guys, and the building of the community is such a beautiful feeling. It's such a beautiful, it's like almost having a bunch of friends who don't bother you so much. If that makes any sense.
Friendship on your terms. The best of both worlds.
It's like the best of both worlds.
friends when I want them.
It's so amazing. It's so amazing. And I always say like the comment section, I read them all, and it's so witty, and it all like it's like you guys are obviously smart and not idiots, but it's always a good time. And so, I mean, for me, for PACT Nation, the future that I really have is to grow a community bigger, but I want to make a small difference, right? I want to maybe do some charity. I really want to really take all of our connectiveness and spread it further and make someone's life just a little bit better. Do you know what I mean? I do have plans in the back, but that's where I have.
So it's funny. It's funny you say that, because I've been kind of kicking around in the back of my head the idea of possibly getting involved in some sort of live stream charity drive, and initially that's part of what made me want to reach out to you. I mean, I love your content so much. The first message I sent was, I'd love to talk, but if not, love the content. Thank you for, making
videos. I saw that.
Look,
I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. Look, two things gets me mad. Just don't threaten my life, and don't take money out of my daughter. Everything else is fine, right? It's not. It's fine. It's fine. I'm
said before, the bar is set so pathetically low, yet still some people, some people still need to fall within that. It's like, Jesus Christ, people, get it together. But if you're interested in participating, my idea was to do something for the Jackson Sparks Foundation and try to involve some other creators. I mean, I have put a couple of lines out there. I haven't been completely responsive, but if you are watching this and you're in content creation and you feel like you would like to be a part of this overall charity drive, if and when we decide what it will be and what it will look like, reach out to either me or Alistair. I'm sure you talk to your fans, right?
Yeah, I talk to them. Yes, I do. Yeah, I do.
And I think the Jackson Sparks Foundation would be a really great way to put some of the toxicity and the negativeness of Darrell Brooks that has brought us all together and kind of channel the goodness that has come of that situation into a charity that is worth it. I don't know if you know about the charity at all, but what they do, they help support and build up local community baseball teams because Jackson was in Little League, and it's such an amazing, great cause, and they honor Jackson in such a beautiful way. I mean, obviously everything is pending the people that run the charity. I have no control over that, but I have sent feelers out, and it sounds like they might be receptive to it. So something to discuss maybe further and see where it goes.
Oh, that is actually quite nice. Yeah, I guys, what do you guys think about the foundation? About potentially doing a live foundation fundraiser, right? Beefy, that's what you said?
Yeah. So if people, they tip or super chat or whatever, collectively, I would have a live stream up on my channel. This is just an idea. We both live stream at the same time, ideally with some other creators, and collectively, all the tips that come in from people or whatever, donations, I would probably not match, but I would certainly make a pretty decent contribution myself. And
yeah, of course,
all that money would go towards the charity. Is the idea? Nothing is finalized. Obviously,
this is great idea. Hey, I think as a content creator, behind the scene we're always moving. In the front, it seems like we're sleeping. Well, honey, no, we're moving. But it's yeah, I think it's a great idea. Let's put our brain cells together and see if we can come to something concrete that makes it easy. Because it needs to be easy. Because because it needs to be easy and it needs to be sustainable, so it works, right? Like, obviously it's not like, let's go to Japan. They're like, no, that's not gonna work, right? So it needs to be it needs to be something easy.
Can you imagine the logistics of trying to get even 2 people to Japan?
Guys, we go to Japan, are you ready?
Oh no.
And it's like, sign up. What?
But I mean, like, maybe if there was a big case out at the time when we do this, we could watch that and commentate about it. That's just one idea.
Right. Yep. Yeah. That's
not Brooks, idea. Obviously. Not Brooks.
That's he still has a few cases pending with Erica Patterson that needs to be sorted out, and then he has to deal with the shooting of his nephew. Oh boy. Let me tell you a quick story.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I hate to interrupt you.
No, go ahead.
Judge Darrow has a case coming up that's not Brooks, and Assistant DA Wichow is going to be the prosecutor.
No way!
So that would be a great idea for the charity live stream if we both watched it and did a live stream during that. How fucking fun would that be?
That is freaking awesome. And also,
Daddy Wichow. Oh, I can't wait to see him as the prosecutor. He crushed it.
Guys, do you know? Oops. So, who do you know this guy, right? Family, you know this guy, PACT Nation. What do you call him? Squirrel.
Oh yeah, Officer No Face.
Officer No Face. That's so funny. Like, we call him Daddy Bailiff here. You guys, you know he's known across the nation, really, for having a stoic face. I'm not the only one who picked that out, really. I was so surprised that Beefy. I was so surprised that Beefy was like, "Oh crap, you have Officer No Face up there." I was like, "Wow, you know him?" Yeah, no, this is Johnny Bailiff. Oh God,
he's more infamous than Brooks is at this point. He's probably got like an Instagram page. Officer No Face's Instagram.
Yeah,
it's just pictures of his stoic face over and over again.
He is so stoic, unbelievable.
He's gonna go play World Series of Poker. He's gonna go show up to the next Darrell Brooks trial with one of those World Series of Poker bracelets. He's gonna win. He's gonna win the whole thing.
That's so funny. So really quickly, let me address some of the comments here. So Brooks has hinted that he's in the upper case. He's going to go try to present. Okay, so Rebecca, is that what he said after? Is that what he said after his recent pre-trial hearing? Oh God, Darrell Brooks.
He's gonna do the same thing he did last time. He's gonna wait to the 11th hour, a couple of days before his trial, and then give his lawyers the fucking boot. So they do all the legwork. He has all their paperwork ready to go, and then just takes it to the finish line. And you know what? Quite frankly, flounders the entire case. Let's face it. He's going to torpedo that fucking thing.
I love the word you use, flounder, because it gives me the visual of a flopping fish.
Yeah.
That's what the flounder is, right? A fish.
I feel like a flopping fish has more direction in its life than Brooks does trying to prosecute his case.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Do you guys have any questions for Beefy? If you don't know him or if you know him and stuff like that. And do you guys have any questions for me? You know? And
I have one.
Yeah, go ahead.
How did your journey to America take place? Why did you come to America and what did that look like?
Oh wow. So it's not as exciting, but it was, so both of my parents worked in the United Nations, and back in the time, we moved here for work.
I'm so sorry to stop you, but like they were actually in the UN, like they were UN, like on the, I don't even know. Do they have representatives or?
So yeah, they my father was in charge of the Asia division, and my mother was in charge of the Africa division, and just the nature of their work. So they, to be very specific, they were under the G4 visa, and this visa does not exist anymore. But G4 visa gave you the privilege to pick any country and claim residency under that visa.
Oh, my homeboy Richie Adams is in the chat. Guys, yeah, Richie, he's a professional wrestler. That dude is the man. He's been on a couple of my Case Watch videos. Yeah, what? He was on my Case Watch video one time, and he said he's going to set up a match where he's going to dress up like Judge Darrow, and he's going to wrestle a guy in a Darrell Brooks outfit, and like put him through the courtroom table.
Wait, Richie, can you please do that? Can you please do that? So you're going to dress up as Judge Darrow and beat somebody up?
That would be awesome.
Wait. That is speaking of Judge Darrow, do you guys know she didn't win the nomination for Supreme Court?
Oh, what a bummer.
Yeah, she didn't win it.
I thought she was a shoo-in.
Who are we fighting? Let's go. Beefy, go bite like a Pokemon. You know Pokemon, right, Beefy?
Oh, I love. That's so weird you said that. I'm obsessed with Pokemon.
Pokemon is awesome.
I've got 2 boxes of booster Pokemon cards sitting on my desk right now. I open them just as I make videos. So like,
if someone calls you Ratatat, do you understand?
Oh yeah, Rattata. Yeah. Okay. You asked me what the squirrel was. The squirrel actually came from Pokemon. My favorite Pokemon is I think his name is Greedent, but I had an artist, they take commissions or whatever, just make a like a fan version of me as the Greedent. And that template was was custom art. I own the rights to it. And so when I started to make the YouTube content, I was like, I need an avatar. And so I used that model that she made of me as the squirrel as the template for all of my other, I have hundreds of them now. If you've seen my channel at all, there are so many variations that have all evolved from this one picture that was She's probably out there somewhere, has no idea that I've taken her one picture and evolved it into this whole YouTube channel.
That's so funny.
So funny.
By the way, Nefertiti is I love that name. I think I mentioned to you guys that I am obsessed with ancient Egyptian culture. And Nefertiti is a name. If Christopher allowed me to, do you know Olympia's name was supposed to be Nefertiti, and Chris was like, "What? No." So I picked second best, Olympia. All right. No. To finish the story, Nefertiti wants me to finish the story with my citizenship, and so no. So so the G4 visa allows you to claim residency anywhere in the world, and it allows you to also skip a little bit of the rules of immigration, and expedite your actual citizenship situation by 2 years, which is quite significant, right? So you still have to pay X amount of money, you still have to live in the country X amount of time, and except instead of going for 7 years, we did it for 5 years, and that's how we got into this. That's how we got into the U.S. And we did the same thing for the French citizenship as well. And so we started as French first, and then we did the U.S., and then that's how my family got the citizenship they got, because of their position in the United Nations. Matter of fact, the whole basis of my father's contention against my mother is because he wanted a housewife, and he did not like that my mom had a job, had to work, and he especially hated that my mom was his equal, because he would mention it many times during their fights how he hates the fact that he doesn't have a wife, that he has a man.
Sounds like a very fragile masculinity.
Oh
there.
yeah, no.
Wouldn't you want a partner that's strong and can build you up and that you can grow with? Like, isn't that best for all involved? I truly don't understand that.
Yeah, but he's a narcissist. You know, he's a narcissist, and even with his children, because let's just assume you don't like your spouse. How about your kids? How about your kids? You know, like I know you don't have kids, Beefy, but honey, there is for I'm not leaving Olympia for nobody. Do you understand? I was like, absolutely not. Like, I can't even process this. I haven't spoken to my dad since 2016. I can't imagine not speaking to my sister for 10 years. I can't imagine that. Do you know what I mean? But
but why did you guys come to America? I don't think I heard that part.
Oh,
like, what was it about America in particular?
Oh, it was. Oh, okay. I see. Very good. Okay, now I understand your question. So, so part of the G4 visa is you get one choice. So my dad chose France and my mom chose America, because at the time, having the European passport, originally from Africa, right? So having the European passport give you access to good healthcare, and then having the American passport give you access to opportunity. So in my parents' mind, it was a way to give us a leg up as we grew up. It's truth. Simple fact, because we could have stayed in France, but no, we moved because we wanted to take benefit of the perks of the G4.
It's surprising to hear your mom even won that argument based on how controlling your dad was.
Yeah, actually, they almost divorced because of that.
Jesus.
Look, I can't believe, like, you ask me, like, I never told anybody that, but because I try not to bore people with my stories, and
I think it's fascinating.
Oh, well, thank you. Because in my mind, I'm like, nobody cares. Nobody cares.
No, not at all. What was the basis for the trial? You said he tried to kill her. Like, he literally has attempted murder charges on him against your mother?
Oh, that's a great question. So, you know, I speak to my mom once a day, and especially when at the time they had so much contention that my parents essentially lived in two separate residences, and 2 weeks out of every month they will alternate and live together for 2 weeks, and that's how they would co-marriage for quite a few years. And so it happened to be one of those days when my mom just took the airplane to go to Canada and spend 2 weeks with my dad. And for some reason, my father just snapped. He was so irritated with her, and I was on the phone in one of those nights, and I normally call her, and he just I heard it. He bars into the room. He told her, "Put your phone away and go to bed." My mom was like, no.
Yeah, excuse me, motherfucker. Like
what? And he's like, "Put your phone away and go to bed." And so my mom said no, and then he snapped, and he pushed the phone away from her, and he choked her, and I heard the scuffle. The thing, when you get strangled, it's very loud, it's very noisy.
How old were you?
Oh, it was in 2016, 2015, 2016. So I'm 38 now. You do the math. Anyway, so
you were an adult.
I was a grown man. I was full-fledged.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was a full-fledged man.
You're in pretty good shape. I mean, did you go in there and interfere?
It's a lot of work and a lot of air eating.
Yeah, I hear you there.
I eat air and I exercise too much. Anyway, so he put her hand around his neck, choked her, and then he said, "I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill myself." He said that, and I was just frozen. But it's funny. I dialed my sisters because my older brother was having too much. It's not available. I dialed my sisters on the group call, and then my sister was like, "Call 911" to my other sister, who happened to be in Canada, and they call 911, and he just let go. He just let go because 911 arrived like in 10 minutes. Please, you could have killed someone easily in 10 minutes. He just let go, and when the police came, he made a full story. She had 5 fingers on her neck, and the cop said, "I can see. I don't know what you're lying. I can see fingers on her neck," and they took him to jail, and then I just saw this message. Look, I'm like, look, Christine.
Fucking caught in 4K. Called you out.
Damn. Oh God.
Why you gotta do me like that, Christine? Call me out in front of everybody like that.
How funny is that? Anyway, so he sent to jail, and the reason why there's no criminal charges is because apparently, if you're a first-time offender of domestic violence, they take your prison sentence, which was 14 years, and they made it into probation, which made it too difficult for him to live in the country. So he ended up just leaving Canada, and he does France, Cameroon. He only comes to Canada for the courts situation, but it's finished. It was finally finished this year. And we got the first check April 1st. It was the best April Fool's present ever. And
what was the check for?
So the check, so he, in a judgment, there's punitive damage. So there's no child support, right? There's a pension alimentaire / alimony because my parents don't have a prenup. So their pension comes from the UN, which is a very separate entity that does not follow legal authorities. It doesn't follow legal protocol of any country because it's considered international. So the way to get access to United Nations pension, there's a procedure that needs to be taken, and that procedure requires a divorce decree. So now what the courts can do is they can punish you at the other side. They can't punish you at the source because the UN is untouchable like that, but they can punish you at the end when it lands. And so the way the judge was able to get all the wasted money, all that stuff, she did it as punitive damage within the construct of the law. So the first check, part of the check is the punitive payment that he had to pay. And he's gonna pay a lot of money this year, quite a bit. But he also,
she deserves it.
100% deserves it.
How do you put a dollar figure on somebody trying to kill you? God.
Yeah.
That's the least he can do, though, right? Jesus.
That's the least you can do. Yeah. Oh my God.
So you said you guys actually went to Canada first. How did you end up deciding to go from Canada to America?
No, France. We went to France first. I was 4 years old when we moved to France.
And
from
just jet setting and and
yeah, it
airplane
was
all
one
over
of
the
the
world.
perks. G4 does not exist anymore. Tax dollars. No, I'm serious, because who you think pays for that? It's the American tax dollars. Yes, welcome to United Nations. It's tax dollars. G4 does not
Oh,
exist anymore.
finally
Yeah,
went
yeah,
to
yeah.
a good place for once.
Yeah. My mom is really, Rebecca, my mom is super relieved. Super relieved. The only thing now is her safety, because she won. We had to concede some money, but it's okay because we got a lot in punitive damage and we got peace of mind. But my mom is not at her house now. She is, I'm not gonna tell you where she is because my father watches anything I post.
Oh
She,
God.
yeah, he does, and so does my aunt. He does. So
Hello,
she's.
hello, Psycho. You're a pathetic douchebag.
Oh yeah, I curse him out all the time. Please, and then I curse him out all the time. And then and my aunt and him, I get message, I get threatened. You know, he tried to sue me like at least 4 times. Yeah, yeah, cease and desist at least 4 times.
What a small,
Go ahead.
pathetic,
Yeah,
tiny,
yeah,
disgusting
yeah,
little fucking man.
yeah. Fucking.
How fragile does your fucking masculinity have to be
That's
that
right.
you literally want to keep your fucking wife down?
That's right.
How does your mind not understand this? I'll explain it to you once, really fucking simple. When you
Yeah.
were married, when you had that, when the good life was there, you could have built up a life together with her and enjoyed your kids together. But
Okay.
you, sir, you are the one who ruined that. So
Okay.
live in your consequences.
Okay. You tell him. No, he
Yeah,
watches this.
fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy. He watches this, and like guys, I'm not even kidding. Do you remember? You probably not watched the video, but when I posted about how we won the case, I told you, and I said how we won, and they messaged me. They messaged me. I don't know if they fast forward to the let's talk. They messaged me. My aunt messaged me and told me to shut the f up. And I was like, oh my god, no, they watch.
And I
They
hit
watch.
block fast enough.
No, I don't block people.
Oh, really?
I don't, because when someone doesn't like you, they tell you a lot. They talk a lot more than they should, and you can get a lot of nuggets when someone is mad, they don't like you, and they start yapping. Just sit there and listen. You'll get a lot of information.
Play. You have more self control than I do. I had to go no contact with a family member recently, and I had to block because I knew that it was going to just turn into, I'd see some text or whatever, and I just wouldn't be able to stop myself from just responding. It's so easy to just fall into that cycle of fucking, so bad. Oh, is it Nefertiti? Based on the Egyptian god? Welcome to the squirrel fam. You're a squirrel pup.
Egyptian queen.
Nice.
Yeah, Nefertiti was the shit.
Yas, queen.
Yes, yes. You're so stupid. Beefy, you're an idiot.
I'll take that. I'll take it. It's okay. I'll wear that proudly.
What? Okay. Wait, finish your story. So, if you don't mind me asking, then, who's the family member? You don't have to share.
Oh God, yeah. So I have 2 brothers, and
are you the eldest or the youngest?
No, I'm the middle. For his privacy, I'm not going to get into it very much, but
sure.
For his own reasons and for mine, we had to just discommunicate. That was a decision that I made for my own well-being. He's entitled to live his life in privacy and do his own thing, and I have no obligation to be a part of his life if it's going to affect me negatively. And that was it was a difficult decision. I've never, you hear people that they have like, siblings or children or parents that they go no contact, and you think for all your life, like, God, can you imagine? Especially for me, like, family was so important for so long. Like, how great are those holidays together? It's like all we have here is time on this planet, really, at the end of the day. So it's like to needlessly throw away time with the people you love for basically no reason. I will never understand. But unfortunately, like, I can't love those around me and be healthy if I'm not living my own life the right way. Like, if I'm not taking care of my own well-being first. So I'm in a position that I never thought I'd be in, where, I have a family member I just don't speak to, and it sucks. It's
Yeah.
like grieving, it's like,
Yeah. You're 100% correct. And you know what? Your peace of mind comes first. Let me tell you, because if you're not okay, nobody else in your orbit can be okay. If anything, they're
yeah,
gonna get worse. So it's good that walking away is the best thing ever if it's warranted. It's like peace. Peace is priceless. Although I charge a couple $1 million for it, though, but not pre.
well, you say that, right? But there are billionaires out there who have everything under the sun, and those people are like the most depressed. Like the people who have the billions of dollars and have everything, they have like the highest
Yes,
rate of suicide.
yes, 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 and yes, yes, yes. I'm sorry. Yes. Let me tell you why. Just to keep a little bit of privacy, but I know people in my real life who are so quick to make fun of me because I value in everything I do. The most important thing is to be careful what you say to people, and always acknowledge everybody if you can. It's not perfect. Sometimes you can't, but always do the right thing first, while over profit. It's the most important thing. And I can make fun of all the time. All the time they make fun of me, and they call me stupid, they call me bad, they call me idiot. But let me tell you how unhappy they really are. I don't want to divulge too much, but divorce, cheating, drugs, and bankruptcy. I mean, I'm just saying, and I'm still standing. No, because it's important that profit is great, but the human being just say thank you so much. Oh my God, you cleaned the bathroom. Without you, this bathroom would be so dirty. You're amazing. Thanks. See, it costs nothing. It's just 30 seconds, and then that's that. You know what I mean? Like, come on. It's so anyway.
It's so true what you said, though. And I'm in the business sphere too, in my personal life. Under the veil of anonymity, I'm out there in the world in corporate America, and it's what you're saying. It's like the untold secret. Like so many people are willing to sacrifice their own values and their own business ethics in the chase of the holy dollar. And what I've found is, if you do the right thing and you just try to take care of people and help people, the business will grow organically, because word of mouth is a very strong thing.
Oh yeah.
If you're able to make a good impression on somebody, whatever it is you're doing, whether you're creating content or you're selling something, you're renting property.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's as simple as just sending an email and saying thank you, or how are things. It can be the smallest of things, and that person, people will talk about you, even if it's not on the internet where you can see it necessarily, where it's not in writing. I mean, I'm not going to get into what I do, but a lot of my business has come from just very natural word of mouth, and people just saying like, hey, this guy's a good guy and he will take care of you. And I found,
Yeah.
you don't necessarily have to make money on every job and every venture. If you're going to do the right thing and take care of people, everything will fall into place along that chase.
Yeah, it would. It 100% will. By the way, everybody, if you haven't pressed the like button, press like. And of course, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. I have to say hi to Christine. Hi, Christine Covey. Hi, I've seen. Look, hi,
Hi, Christine.
hi, Melted Copper. Hi, hi, Sophie Grace. Hi, Technique Girl. Hi.
Ooh, Olivia Glittermoon. That's a beautiful name.
Ooh, Olivia Glittermoon. Look at that. Olivia Glittermoon.
Oh, she watches me too. She's a squirrel pup.
She's a squirrel pup? Okay. Is that what you squirrel pup?
Yeah, that's my viewer base. We're the squirrel fan. They're all my babies, my squirrel pup babies.
Squirrel pup. Wow. That's a good name. That's like a stripper name, right?
Squirrel pup.
No, Olivia Glittermoon. Like, I love that name.
Oh yeah, that is a good stripper name, Olivia Glittermoon.
Olivia Glittermoon. Love it. Love.
If you were a stripper, what would your stripper name be?
Oh, okay. Please. I've had this conversation 1,000 times. My stripper name would be Black Scorpion. What?
Nice.
Yeah. Wait, guys, if you were a stripper, what would be your stripper name? Type it. Type it.
You get stung by the black scorpion.
You get stung by the
and
black
you see
scorpion.
death to death.
What would be yours, squirrel?
Laxatious litigant. Yeah. Am I saying that right? Laxatious litigant. Yeah, there we go.
This is great. Oh, look, Christine says baby doll. Baby doll.
Nice. That's a good one.
How funny is that? Okay, so just to recap really quick for the people who just got in here. So me and squirrel. So we talked about potentially doing a fundraiser, a charity live for the Sparks Foundation. We still have to iron out the details and stuff like that, but we'll figure it out. And it needs to make sense. It needs to be sustainable, right? So obviously, like, go to Japan. We can't go to Japan. Do you know what I mean? So it needs to be good, sustainable and stuff like that. We also
what's the term they say in corporate America? It needs to be synergistic for all parties.
Right. Oh, yeah, that's actually very good. And so the guest here, his name is Beefy has anxiety. Sorry, Beefy has anxiety. Beefy, do you want to share a little bit the story of the name, or you know?
Oh yeah, sure. He's my dog.
Okay.
I mean, that's pretty much. I have a really old pug, and his name is Beefy, and he had a social media page before I got into making YouTube content, and it's just like I had that name already, and so that's where that came from. But I like it, Beefy the squirrel. That's me.
Beefy the squirrel.
He's next to me right now. He's asleep. He had his eyes removed. He had cataracts and glaucoma, so he's an old man that stays by my side at all times.
Oh. Can I just tell you, I have a dog. Her name is Neftis, and she's not doing well. She has terminal cancer, and
your dog does?
Yeah, she does. She has a very aggressive kind of cancer, and it's gonna cause.
What kind of dog?
She's a pit bull terrier.
Oh, beautiful.
And they listen. The quote they gave us to prolong her life is like $35,000. I said, excuse me. And but the thing is that her breed lives only 10 years, and she is 12 years. So the doctor is saying, she's an old lady, but she's amazing. She lived 2 years beyond what normally happens. And I said, no, doctor, I'm not paying $35,000 for this dog. Absolutely not. And just to get an extra year, I said, that's very selfish. It's very selfish of me.
Yeah, I mean, what kind of quality of life is she gonna have? I had that same battle when my dog got the glaucoma and his eyes started to literally swell up and like they looked like they were gonna pop out of his skull.
Oh my God.
And they wanted to do all kinds of tests and send him to this specialist. And it was like at a certain point, like, I'm gonna put him through all these painful tests, and he's gonna be in pain the whole time for all these. They need to send samples out to the lab and all this crap and spend $10,000 probably just get his eyes removed anyways. So it just started with one, so he was a one-eyed dog for a while, and then eventually it happened to the other one too. And it's a really difficult position to be in where you're in control of another life. It almost makes you like, it harkens back to like you're a very primitive, like instinctual. It almost feels wrong that because you can't communicate to this other living being, like you don't know what their position is in the whole thing. Like, for all I know, maybe Beef would have been like, pay the fucking money. I want my eyes, dude. But
that's exactly what he would say.
Yeah. But he doesn't, he doesn't have the foresight the foresight, literally or figuratively, to know like what's best for him.
You are terrible. No.
I know.
Wow. Yeah, it's the right thing. I do agree with BBD Bubs. I'm sorry. Let me say hi to Lizzie. Lizzie Lou, hi. I saw you. Hi.
Oh, Christine sub. Thank you, Christine. Welcome to the Squirrel Pup fan.
Yeah, and wow, 18 years. Wow. Yeah, it's very hard to see my
Christine
dog
had a
struggle.
it's a Beacon Friege, right? Beacon
Yeah.
Friege. It's
Yeah.
a beautiful 18 years.
18
Oh my
years.
god. She must have been hobbling.
Yeah. You know, sometimes I wish Neftis would go beyond what the doctor expect, because they expected her to go last year. She's still here. And so I'm like, okay, Neftis, do the best you can, girl.
What's her name? Nefti?
Neftis. Hey,
Oh,
Nefertiti. Nefertiti.
yeah, I was about to say it's like Nefertiti. Yeah, that's
Yes,
a beautiful name.
Neftis is the goddess of nurture, darling. Because I'm obsessed with ancient Egypt. Ancient Egypt is the best thing ever. Let me tell you something. It's the most elaborate, beautiful thing ever, and they have the best names. If I was left to my own devices, everything I own here would be named after ancient Egyptian. But fortunately for me, I have other people I live with who are like, "What is that?" No.
I love how all their gods have like animal heads, like Anubis has a dog, and they have a god that's in one of my videos I was talking about crocodile tears and how Darrell Brooks like pretends to cry, you know, and it turns out that term was actually made by the Egyptians because they had a god that had like an alligator head.
Oh,
And
yeah,
they coined the term because Egyptians thought it was like oxymoronic of, you know, such a beautiful and majestic creature would cry while, you know, devouring prey. So it's like it's eating something, consuming, but it's crying while it does it. That's where that term comes from.
Oh, so it's sad while it's killing people? This is great.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, how nice of the crocodile. A completely side question for the guys who are here. So, viewers, don't you like the quality of this live? Isn't it better? No, listen, Beefy, you don't even know. I've struggled getting the camera and the light right with my lives. It's always too bright, not bright enough, not a good camera, but it seems to be okay, right, guys? I want my flowers. Guys, again, as a quick reminder, if you haven't done so, press like and subscribe, and check out Beefy's channel in the description below. And so, Beefy, I like you. I like the squirrel.
It's been so great getting to know you. You're such, like I said it before, but you have a very kind and nurturing presence, and it really comes through. You have this really great energy about you that just radiates, and it's been really just a pleasure getting to.
Was that being stupid? Yeah.
No. It's genuinely though. I know it sounds all mushy and cheesy, but
no, I love it. Please, if someone gives you a compliment, you take it. Yeah,
we have to like constantly stop ourselves. So I feel like we need to talk until the freaking cows come home.
Oh my god, no, thanks. You know, I not a lot of people. Look, I shouldn't say this. I'll change my words. I think the world is super crazy, and I think people should go a little bit extra just to be a little nicer, or at least not say anything that's not going to be nice, right? But at the end of the day, I think most people are nice. Most people are nice. You just have a few bad apples out there.
I was about to say the key word there being most. It's
yeah.
It's the other end of most that kind of ruins it for the rest of us.
I have a question for you, Beefy.
Yes, sir.
Was there any moment in time? Is there a story that you can? Thank you. Is there a story that you can tell us?
Oh, love you too, Dolly.
Is there a story you could tell us where you had to run away? Like, oh crap, run! Yeah.
Oh gosh, nothing's really coming.
Why am I giddy with that?
Off the top of my head.
Like you like run, like a lighthearted story, not like I escaped Al Qaeda or something. Not that, or maybe that, but something a little lighthearted.
Yeah, I'm genuinely trying to like search my
Your
search my own
brain.
history here. I don't think, luckily, I haven't had to run away from a lot of
Okay.
people. I don't run that fast anyways, so it's probably for the best. What
I'll
about
tell
you?
you a funny
Have
story.
you had to run from someone or
Yes,
something?
yes, I'll tell you a funny story. So, so it was in college. You know, we were so. Oh, hi, oh,
Oh,
Christine. Thank you.
Christine, $20. Wait, hold on. I gotta get out my thing. Hang on. Stand by.
Thank you.
It'll still be funny. It'll still be funny.
Wait,
Hang on.
what thing? What are you gonna get it? You're so stupid.
Christine with the $20 super sticker.
What? Is this where I start dancing? The Black Scorpion? All right, wait.
Yeah.
So
Oh, the Black
ridiculous.
Scorpion dances funny. Don't you feel like the the dancing monkey sometimes with the symbols when people are like, "Hey, do a video on Sarah Boone. Hey, do a video on Gwyneth Paltrow." Just like, yeah, I'm just here at your command. Whatever you guys want, banging my symbols away. Whatever.
You're so
No,
funny.
I'm just
Now,
kidding.
Gwyneth Paltrow, we had an argument here in my household, a friendly one. So Gwyneth Paltrow, I said, look, Chris, you know, she could have easily killed someone. I'm sorry. No. Yes, she could have easily killed him and injured him.
Oh,
Like,
so wait. You think that she actually hit him?
I think so. No.
I don't know. I mean, I only watched her testimony. I did a whole video on it, and I went into her testimony. I fucking hated Gwyneth Paltrow. Like, I think she's a nut. Her whole goop and her vagina
Oh,
candles, like,
yes. She's completely detached from the world. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
but
yeah, yeah, yeah.
she really won me over with that testimony. Like, I mean, I have a pretty good bullshit detector. Like, if you compare side by side Gwyneth Paltrow's testimony to Amber Heard's, it is night and day. Like, you can feel
Oh,
the bullshit running out of Amber Heard's mouth, and that is she's making it up. It feels fake. But with Gwyneth, it seemed like she was talking from a place of experience, to me, anyways, in my opinion.
yeah. You know, it's funny because Nefertiti, I also said, I was like, whoa, she is very stoic. I said that too. I was like, oh, she is unfazed, unflinching. And she's like, I didn't do it. Like, yeah, yeah, there was no, you know what? I said to Chris, I was like, I don't really care about the Gwyneth Paltrow story because it's like a rich person. But if because she was found innocent, then good. Because there's a lot of people who would, oh, look, a celebrity, let's pump him and get some money out of it. Do you know what I
That
mean?
was my take from the whole thing. I think he ran into her because this happened back in like 2015. This wasn't something that just happened like last year. So for him to all of a sudden, like almost 10 years later, sue her about a ski accident, my interpretation of the whole thing was he bumped into her, he hurt himself, and he didn't like the way that she handled it. He felt like he had an
Yes.
impression of his head of how he felt like
Yeah.
she should have reacted, which is ridiculous. You know
Ridiculous.
what I mean? Like you're putting your own expectations upon somebody else, knowing nothing about who they are as a person. You've bumped into this
Yeah.
person and they didn't do what you wanted. So you're gonna come back and lie on her and come
Yes.
after her fucking money, you greedy
Yeah.
cocksucker, you. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Love it.
That was my
Yeah.
instincts about the whole thing anyways.
Yeah. No, listen. Yeah, you're right. Because you're right. Because when Chris was telling me, he's like, no, this guy Chris was like, he's a poop bag. He's a poop bag because he's just looking to get some money. But yeah, you're right. He didn't like the way she reacted and it was like, right. And then look, Lizzie, Gwyneth Paltrow and her vagina candles. Yeah, it's kind of funny, right?
The vagina candle, yeah. For people that don't know, she somehow managed to capture her scent of her hoo-ha and put it into candle form.
Right?
How fucking ridiculous.
And people are buying it.
People are
buying it.
What a lunatic.
It. I was like, what? Who's buying this?
She's
and who wants to smell
right.
that?
She's crushing it though. Goop is doing so well.
Goop is doing amazing. Oh, thanks, Christine.
Wait, again? Oh, yes. Christine.
Okay, wait. With the horn.
Christine with the $10 super sticker.
Oh my God. What are we doing?
I don't know.
What is going on? What is happening?
What have our lives become?
What is going on? Okay, wait, let me tell you the story. Let me tell you the story. I just got to the story. So look, it was in college and we were doing drugs. Oh, please, come on. You've done drugs, true. Okay, so shut up. We were doing drugs. It was it was in college. And you know, I always did my little illegal stuff a little bit because you never know what could happen. But my friend Megan was like, F everything. She just took it was oh god, don't judge me too hard, okay? Please, we've all done it. But she with acid, and she hallucinated to the point where she saw monsters, and we became monsters to her. And she ran away from the dorm we were in, and she was running down the street screaming. And because obviously it was illegal, and we were chasing after her, be like, Megan, be quiet, Megan, be quiet, Megan, be quiet. Yeah. I would never forget that.
If you're gonna trip, you need somebody who's gonna be the sober person to babysit.
Like, yeah, you need someone who babysit. But I remember I was like, oh my god, no, we cannot get stopped. Get back here! She's running, running. You know, like that screech that women have, running. And people were like, what's going on? And it was oh my god. I keep them telling you that it was Mark. Hey, where's Mark? Anyway, it was where's Jojo? It was Mark. It was not Mark here, but Mark, my friend. It was Mark, Megan, and me. And
hi Mark. Oh, hi Mark.
No, Mark is not here. And we were chasing after her. We got to her finally, but in my mind I was like, we're gonna get arrested and we're gonna go to jail. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. I've done a few psychedelics, and the only time I ever hallucinated was just like you, was on acid.
Yeah, that was the last time. I didn't take too much to be like that. I just took enough to feel nauseous, and I was like, this is terrible. But she went all the way. But I had to exercise. There's nothing worse than exercising when you're supposed to be relaxing. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, I have to run. I was like, Megan, come back here. Megan, screaming.
What were you going to college for?
Molecular biology. And
no way. Yeah. My brother has a degree in microbiology.
Isn't it hard? Please.
I didn't do it. My brother did it.
Well, it's very hard. And I met Megan because during that time, around that sophomore year, I was a goth. Guys, can you picture me with a spike collar, all dressed in black?
Wait, you were goth?
For like a year. Yeah, I really loved it. Look, it was
pictures. I need pictures. Pictures, or it didn't happen.
Oh, Christine.
Oh, Christine again with the super stickers. Dude, this lady's crushing it.
Christine, thank you.
So generous.
Yes. No, I have the best people. No offense to you people, Beefy.
I was just gonna say, I gotta get into this live streaming game. No. God dang.
You know, Beefy, I was just telling last week I was Kathy Jones. Kathy.
Oh, Kathy Stubbs. Thank you, Kathy.
Kathy Jones. Oh, a little piece, I just see you. Oh. Hey, listen. I was just telling Beefy about how the live is editing is a monster. And I was like, last week I said I would do more lives because editing is just a pain in the ass. And Buffy Squirrel was telling me that he hates editing also. Yeah,
oh god, it is the bane of my existence. It takes up more time than my full-time job. I can work a 40-hour work week, and I will edit 80 plus hours a week for like 2 1-hour videos. It's ridiculous.
Editing is so ridiculous. Look, even when I do my videos, when I talk on my regular videos, it's pretty much live because I'm like, to hell with this. Oh, you're gonna hear that. I don't curate everything. It's one go. Because editing is just a pain in the ass. Little Piece love editing.
Oh yeah. Little Piece, email me.
Get
I
out!
will hire you. No, F that. I love you, Little Piece. Come work for me.
Yes,
Edit my videos
please
for me,
come over
please.
here, little piece. No, she's mine. Oh, he's mine. Come here. What? Oh my god. Okay. So if there's a conversation I'm missing, Lizzie, Rebecca. What's the conversation, girls? So Lizzie said maybe not. Rebecca says, I think I'm the oldest one. Oh, I see, oldest one here. Who cares? Who cares? You 71 years young. Oh, Lizzie 75. Okay. You go, Lizzie. Okay, I got it. Now I understand the conversation now. Okay.
You got any plans for Easter?
No, I do not. So Easter, even though my family celebrates it, is just that I want to spend a lot more time with Olympia. So I've made up this awesome schedule, and on the weekends, I just literally inhale Olympia, not figuratively, not literally, figuratively.
Well, no, they say it's good to like actually smell your children and learn babies do smell good. They have a very distinct smell.
We are outside. I'm showing her trees. My mother-in-law has a pool, indoor pool. We go to a pool.
Do you do the bare chest thing where you put skin on skin? Oh, good for you.
Because it's warm out, I don't even use the harness. I pick her up on my side. We touch everything.
Oh, it's Santio!
It's Santio!
Like the black scorpion comes out every time the air horn sounds. Just can't help it. Channeling your inner black scorpion.
By the way, speaking of movie, someone said about a movie. Look, let me tell you a movie that I found out the other day. Oh wait, no. What are you doing for Easter?
Nothing. I'll probably do like a FaceTime with the fam or whatever. But editing. That's what I'm doing with my Easter.
Oh, editing. No. Oh my god. Sorry. But it's not.
Oh, it's all good. Honestly, I do love it. Like, it has become such a passion, and it's a great hobby. You know what I mean? Like, I really didn't have any hobbies before YouTube, and so I'll tell you, man, work can stress you the F out, and it's a great outlet to get your negative feelings out and express yourself. And it's been great. As much as I complain about the editing, how it takes up all my time,
no, it's great.
I really do love it.
You know, I was I don't know if you feel like that, but do you when you speak to your audience, do you feel like when you put the camera on, and you talk, do you feel like you're talking to someone, or does it feel like you're talking to a camera?
Well, so yeah, my style of making videos is very different from you. Like, you know,
Christine.
I'm not.
Hold on, we have to put the dance.
Oh, another one. Oh, wow. Okay, hang on. There he goes. Get it, boy. Get it. Ride the pony.
What is going on? I don't know. All right, no.
Oh man, do you ever watch J9's live streams?
It's pretty funny. Yeah.
She has this one bit that I literally crack up, where she talks about like Darrell riding the pony, and she does this thing where she does like the lasso thing up in the air of him like riding the pony and the dude's in prison. And oh my god, I die every time she does it. Like, woo, come get it, boy. Oh god. She cracks me up.
Oh my god. We need to have wouldn't it be great, all three of us, or all the Darrell Brooks content creator?
Yeah, I sent her a couple messages on Instagram. She did shout me out, to be fair. She's a real sweetheart, but yeah. I mean, how great would that be, the three of us? She's a riot.
Oh my god. No, so answer go back to the question. Do you feel like you're talking to the camera, or do you feel like you're talking to someone?
Oh, yeah, I mean, most of the time when I'm recording, I'm like in the editing bay, so I'll be watching a video and I'll pause it and then hit the record button. So it does very much feel like I'm like in the studio, so to speak, the virtual studio. You know,
I see.
But I imagine where that you're on camera, it's probably a different thing, because you can probably like feel eyes upon you. So it's probably a much different sensation for you than it is for me because I am behind the veil of this animated
Oh,
squirrel.
yes. I see. Yeah, so for me, every time I turn it on, it feels like I'm talking to them, which is why I cry. I scream, I shout. I am like that because it's like, and then I'm like, why did I just freaking cry from the camera? What the hell? It doesn't make sense, but yeah, everybody's
I actually broke down and cried in one of my videos. I think it was Brooks he was questioning somebody and he was just being like, so another talking about people crying. Christine F. Christine F.
What? Well, thank you, Christine. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. There's two Christine here, by the way, in case people are confused. There's Christine.
Oh yeah, it is.
F.
It's a different Christine.
I just popped into my head like, wait, make a distinction. There's Christine F, and then there's Christine Covey. Yeah, just so people.
You gotta get like an army of these Christines that will all donate to you. You'll be able to make a healthy living.
I use them as Pokemon. Christine's go.
Yeah, gotta catch them all.
Melted copper, so funny. Darrell dreaming of Easter.
That's a good one. Yeah. Hey, what do you think Darrell is doing in prison right now?
Let me tell you something. I could tell you that he is very upset at the fact that he is not able to enchant anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's bored. He's bored.
Think he has like little? Because I hear a lot of serial killers. They get like little fans and women that follow them, and some will even get married.
Yeah, I talked about that. It's called ebristophilia. When someone
it has a term?
It has a term where people are sexually attracted to murderers, not a thief, not a white collar crime. No, a murderer. Someone who takes a knife and stabs you and you die. They love that.
I think Brooks is so heinous and so despicable that even he will not have. What are they called again?
Well, he would not have a hebristophiliac.
Yeah, he's not going to get any hebristophiliacs.
No, I don't think so. Although, I wish we knew someone like that, right? Like, how do you fall asleep next to a known murderer, right? Like, time for bed, darling. Right?
You know what I find so funny about the Darrell Brooks thing, right? The ultimate irony of the entire situation, in my opinion, the parade attacks happen because of Darrell Brooks' emotional breakdown in the face of Erica beginning to become independent, right? She's at that shelter with her new friends, Runkle and Nick Kirby. She gets confronted by Kirby and has an explosive meltdown. And because he has a fragile masculinity very similar to your father, he's a narcissist.
Wait, pause.
Oh man, we keep getting interrupted with the super stickers.
Bring it on, let me dance. Come on.
Yeah, get it, got it. I'm dancing too. I gotta get like an animated squirrel dancing figure.
That would be amazing.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. Tina. Hi, Tina. Tina is my Sarah Boone spy. I think. Right, Tina? You're in Florida, right, Tina? Anyway, no, finish your thought.
Oh gosh, what was I even saying?
The sweet poetic justice irony of
right.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, my theory on the whole case, right, is he has this emotional breakdown because Erica is starting to become independent, and because he has this explosive anger and is not able to process those feelings, right? As soon as he gets afraid, he immediately just jumps to anger, and he has this explosive anger that he drives through the parade, kills all the people, which ultimately ends up leading to him getting convicted and Erica finally being freed from his grasp. So the ultimate irony is in him not being able to process his emotions of Erica just slightly becoming independent, forced her to become even more independent. Yeah. So his own insecurity, that's the sweet ultimate irony of the entire situation, is his own insecurities pushed her even further away. Unfortunately, it took, the lives.
It took a tragedy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, David. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, because ultimately, look, here's the thing, and I don't think people truly understand that you cannot keep someone enchanted forever. There will come a time where that person you are suppressing or oppressing will want to discover something more or something different. And in that moment, Christine,
Oh, Christina! Damn,
Christine.
she's coming in hot with the super stickers.
Thank you, Christine.
You got moves, man. Good for you. You
Oh
can
yeah, I
honestly
love
do
to
this.
dance. Please, I love to dance. I dance. I love to dance. Anyway, no. My point
Oh,
is
you're
that
doing the pen tap thing like Darrell.
the penta. Oh,
Yeah, when he taps his pen to talk. Hang on, I gotta get a pen. And I told you, Judge, it's pretty obvious. It's obvious.
so funny.
It's
Oh, terrible.
mind-boggling. Mind-boggling.
Oh my god. Wouldn't that be great if you had a dance party here? Guys, how awesome is that? Look, technology, we make editing so difficult, but yet we cannot make a virtual dance party. Hey, Beefy, can I ask you a question? Would you
What
would you attend a Darrell Brooks hearing if you could?
Oh, yeah, I'd go.
Hmm.
I don't know
Okay.
if I'd want to make content around it because I'd have to reveal my face, and that's problematic, though.
Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, never
Yeah.
mind.
But I would definitely do a live stream thing for one of his hearings. That would be cool.
Just to like, yeah, I forgot about that. Anyway,
Oh wait, I uploaded a video. Can you see it? How do I?
See it? Oh yes. Okay, wait. First, I have to say hello to Nana. Hey girl, hey, Nana Hatake. Did you change your name?
Oh, Hatake. Is she Japanese?
No, I don't. I mean, I don't know. Did you change your name, Nana? I feel like you changed your name. Anyway, hi. By the way, you look, listen. Cassandra, Nana, you were here when Cassandra was here. Cassandra is not here tonight, but Cassandra cracks me up. She talks about eating eggplants all the time. Okay. Anyway, no, it's great.
Oh man, is there anything better
It's
than like
great.
a nice eggplant parmesan?
Hey, Nana, I love anime. Anime is the bee's knees. Okay.
No way. What's your favorite anime?
Okay, so I love Claymore. I'm a Claymore fan. Of course, with Dragon Ball Z and all that good stuff, because I am 38 years old,
That's
right?
the classics. I watched
It's,
that back when I was a kid.
it's a classic.
What about One Punch or Demon Slayer?
Okay, One Punch, Demon Slayer, and let me tell you something. I'm gonna say it. Sailor Moon, bring it.
No,
Bring it.
hell yes,
Bring
hell
it.
yes, man. What was the dude, the guy in the tuxedo? What was his name?
Loving, I think.
His name was Loving?
No, let's figure it out. Wait.
Oh, he was the best.
Please don't run away, people who don't know about anime. Look, just give me a second, okay? Can you Google that real quick? What's his name?
To the Toonami days, man. Sailor
Moon.
Moon.
Man. Find the evil by moonlight. Bring it love by daylight. Never. Wait, I can't sing it. We have to pay. Oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, crap. We might get copyrighted. Okay, wait. Be quiet.
Tuxedo Mask. That's his name.
Tuxedo Mask. Exactly.
He was the best, man.
Oh, my God. Oh, David, my favorite sailor. Okay, are you ready? Sailor Jupiter. I've said it. Bring it on. Bring it on.
What is it? I'm lost here.
Yeah, Sailor Moon. Okay, people are getting lost. Completely different. Look, guys, don't run away. Don't run away. It's just a bleep of a moment because I was so surprised that Nana was into anime because that's awesome. I freaking love this stuff. Leslie, you have to go. All right. So wait, you wanted to show something, right? Should I? Is it ready? Can I show that?
Yeah, it's like a 3-second clip. Yeah, go ahead.
Can I show it? Okay. First of all, let me say bye, Leslie. Leslie, bye.
I'm gonna have to for 2 and 2. We'll go like another 5-10 minutes. Cool.
Okay.
Mind-boggling. That's it. That's all. You're welcome.
Oh my God! Look, can you play it again? Look, I'll play it again.
Mind-boggling.
The
He kills
crazy
me with
thing,
that.
the crazy thing about him, the audacity to be like mind-boggling. No, he really thought he was that smart. All right, look at Daddy Bailiff in the back. Wait, let's bring it back. Daddy Bailiff. Look.
Yeah, there he is, Officer
Yeah,
No Face.
Daddy Bailiff in the back. Daddy Bailiff. Let me tell you something. This guy is a bee's knees. Not Darrell, but Daddy Bailiff.
I wonder, is it actually a person or is it just a statue? Like a wax figure, there'd be no difference. We'd never be able to tell.
Yeah, no. Wait, Christine is leaving? Oh, okay. Let me just say goodbye. Bye, Christine. Goodbye. Bye, Christine.
Bye, Christine.
And yeah, Christine is
Happy
awesome.
Easter
And have a good
if you
night.
celebrate.
Happy Easter if you celebrate it. Yes, and family time. Yeah, family time is important.
Oh, the documentary about Darrell Brooks.
Oh, wait.
I heard that was a lie, that he actually wasn't on meth, that he was in jail and he just wanted to be on TV and lied about being on meth. Because I thought that was really weird. I actually have a
Really?
I'm a recovering addict myself, and meth has a very, very slim rate of success for people that actually get clean from it. There is such a high turnaround for
Slow
people
down.
that do meth.
Slow down. I have questions for you, if you don't mind me asking. First, let me say hi. Hi, Adia. Hi, Adia. Oh, Lizzie's leaving. Lizzie, Lizzie, good night and happy Easter. Okay, let's go back a little bit, Beefy, because so you have insight. So you say that you don't believe that Darrell Brooks actually was a meth person because, based on what you know and your knowledge base, you say that people who try to get away from meth don't really succeed. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I mean, I was not addicted to meth. I had technically they call it heroin, but it's really fentanyl. You know what I mean? They call me a heroin addict, but I've never even done heroin. I've done fentanyl. But anyways, so I do not
more
believe.
questions about that later on, by the way, if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure. Let me just finish my thought here.
Yeah, finish your thought. Just
So dealing with these people who do meth every day, one thing, his teeth, as disgusting as they are, would be like rotted out of his face because meth dries out like the saliva in your mouth, and it literally rots your teeth. That's why every meth person you see has like these little black stumps. But beyond that, I do not think that Darrell has the mental capacity to actually stay clean from meth, especially with him being as addicted to marijuana as he was. I mean, that was a big part of his psychiatric report, was that he was reliant upon smoking marijuana, and that is very much against the beliefs of people who are in recovery. There are some people that do it. The last time I talked about this on my channel, there are a lot of people that said, "Hey, I'm clean and I smoke weed, and you know, if that works for you, power to you. You know, whatever works for you, whatever your plan is, do it. If it works, don't change it." But the genuine thought process is, people who are in AA or NA, is all or nothing. If you're going to be clean, be clean. You can't go out and have a beer on Friday night.
Yeah.
I'm that way. Like, I can't go out and have a beer on a Friday night because it's just like, in my head, I'm just saying like, okay, well, when does the fucking real party start? You know what I mean? So I have to live that way of just sobriety all the time. And him having the addictive personality to rely on marijuana every day is very much not indicative of somebody who has gotten clean from meth. That does those two things do not track for me.
Wow, that's great insight, because I didn't know. I didn't know that's how meth works. I didn't know. I didn't know. That's all.
It's of all the drugs, it's the one that people fail at recovery in the most.
Recovering. I guess because it really messes up your brain, like because it feels too good. Is that it?
Well, a big part of it is how your brain functions and how dopamine levels work. So when you, because your brain is getting artificial dopamine with meth in particular, they've shown brain scans of brains when they are on the drug and what their dopamine levels look like on those brain scans, and it's lit up like a Christmas tree, right? Normally our brains, we get like little light ups of dopamine here and there, like we hear a song we like, or we eat something good, or we get another subscriber on YouTube and we get that little flash of dopamine and it feels good and we feel good. When you smoke meth, it's this non-stop going bulb of light in your brain. And so once you get clean from it, your brain no longer remembers how to create dopamine naturally. So you go through like a 3 to 6 months period, 3 to 6 month period. They call it post-acute withdrawal syndrome, where it's after the actual detox of like the 1 to 2 week period where you're getting the shakes and cold sweats and feeling like you're gonna die. And it's like a 3 to 6 month period where you're just basically on an operating level of feeling like crap all the time because
did you experience that? Did you guys?
Yeah.
I'm looking at the comments, and some of you guys, like Nefertiti, did you experience that as well? And by the way, Tina, I see what you said. So just really quickly, Tina mentioned that when the police caught Darrell Brooks, that there was meth on it. Hi, Dar. Hi.
Oh, really? There was meth on what? Like
Rebecca says, but Rebecca says that he may have been dealing it, which, quite frankly, that could be a possibility, because if you mentioned he didn't have rotted teeth and all that stuff, it could be he had the meth out because maybe he's dealing it, right? Now, if you guys don't mind me asking, did you go through that withdrawal symptom that that Beefy just explained? Because if that's the case, please do share. How the hell did that feel? Like you felt like shit, literally, like poop?
Yeah, I've been through it several. So many times I've lost count. It's like you relapse for a day or two, and then you have to go through a whole week of detox. It's a vicious cycle. That's why it's so hard to get clean off of like pain meds in particular.
Wow.
Because if you literally use for more than 2 days, you'll have to go through a week of feeling like crap and your joints ache. I mean, everyone detoxes differently, but for most people, it's like really bad aches in your joints, cold sweats, vomiting. It's just like a general feeling of like you can't sit still, but you also like have the insomnia, so you can't sleep. It's like all you want to do is sleep, and you're so tired, but you just literally have to keep. It's like restless leg syndrome almost, but very painful.
Wow. Bye, Jenny. Bye, Jenny.
Antsy feeling, yes, yeah, and it's hits the nail on the head. It's just like a very uncomfortable, like when you get to the very beginning phases of withdrawal, you just kind of know something's off. It's like like things don't feel right, and then you get your drug and you nod off and things feel good again.
Guys, this is such good insight. This is Nana, you're so funny. It sounds worse than COVID. Okay. No.
I'll take COVID or drug withdrawal any day of the week.
I'll take COVID any day of the week. So funny.
Oh, we got to refer to it as something else. You're gonna get struck down by the YouTube gods.
Oh, that's right. Oh, wait, I'm gonna move that away.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. Oh God. Oh my God, that's right.
I think I have a censor sound. Hang on, I gotta find it.
It's weird. No, my God, there's literally like navigating minefields here.
Did you ever get the sickness of no name?
No, what is that?
I don't want to say it now. What we were just talking about.
Yes, I did, and the whole family did.
Oh, there we go. Did you ever get coat?
You were terrible. I need to get those sounds. Yes, I did, and it was horrendous. The baby got it. The let me tell you, the worst part about having the beep is is the fact that nobody can come near you. It was very scary and very alone, and I had no strength, and I had dizziness, and I had the high fever, and Olympia had the fever. The thing is that with babies at the time, the doctor was saying you need to check it every 10 minutes, the fever. And it was
about to say it was probably worse to experience your daughter having.
It was worse because we were so worried about her spike, and it was spike, and oh my God.
Really quick, Kathy Jones says Talk to This Family Does Everything. Alexandria, I've emailed her like 3 times. She emailed me back a couple times, but she has ghosted me. I'm like, I feel like a jealous ex-girlfriend at this point. I'm not emailing her anymore. Because I love her videos, and I would have really loved to do something. And like she emailed me at one point and said like, oh, maybe I'd be interested, but like, what would that look like? Like our content's so different, and then just ghosted me. So it's like, okay, like whatever. You could have just said you're not interested, but whatever.
Wow. Yeah, we'll try. Hey,
you know what? To be fair though, she does homeschooling with her kids, and I believe her husband's in the military, so she lives a very, very busy life. How she does as many videos, and she actually just got demonetized. So honestly, if you guys like Darrell Brooks content, go check out her channel and
why did she get demonetized?
So YouTube is cracking down on a lot of people who are not posting Darrell Brooks content that is transformative in nature. So if you're not familiar with her content, so transformative in nature means that you are taking one thing and basically making it something else. So if you're just going to post a clip of something like with silence attached to it, YouTube will strike that down, or they will take your monetization away. Your content is great because you have your picture there. You can have reaction to something providing you are talking. So like you could even say like The Simpsons. You could watch an episode of The Simpsons, and as long as you're talking the entire time, you have transformed that content into something else.
I see.
The problem with This Family Does Everything is there's no audio. She just literally puts up text boxes, and they're very funny. They're witty, and I thought when I first saw it, like, oh, what a great formula, because you can literally just sit there. You don't have to talk. You just put these little text boxes up, and she gets like
easier editing.
yeah. And she gets not tens of thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of views a week. So she was making good money. I really feel bad that she's got demonetized like that. So all you guys, if you like Darrell Brooks content, go sub to This Family Does Everything 2. It's her new monetized channel. She could really use the support. Yeah, yep, he's got it up right here. She is a sweetheart. I know I kind of said I shouldn't have said that, but regardless, she's
don't worry.
She's an absolute sweet person, and I would love to collab with her because I love her content. I'm a big fan.
It's an open space here. And YouTube is on enemy. I was telling Buffy that sorry, Beefy. I was telling Beefy that like at the beginning I would get striked a lot. And then I still get struck here and there, but I've just stopped complaining to the YouTube and just like, oh, forget it. But yeah, it's a lot less than it was at the beginning. But yeah, I will always get a strike. I still do sometimes.
I don't even know how they must have like bots doing it or something, because like I remember I posted a content. I think you can post up to 30 seconds of a clip, and I literally had it was like 33 seconds or something like that. And like literally I posted a video, and with no lie, within 5 minutes it got taken down. I don't even understand how your software is that. Oh wait, Alexa won her appeal.
Wow.
So she's monetized again. Christine, can you reply? Did she get monetization back?
That's awesome.
If she did, that is excellent news. I'm so happy to hear that. Oh, nice. Good for her. She deserves it. She makes great content, so I'm very happy to hear that.
Let me just acknowledge K80 did too. Love the name. Oh, wait, I said the name. Hey, Beefy, can you pronounce that name for me?
K80 did too.
No.
K-O did too? I don't get it. Kato did too?
No. It took me a while to get it as well. And
yeah!
And I told Katie did too.
It's so like reading a license plate.
Put down your license plate. So funny. When I realized my brain just jolted in a serotonin rush. It was like dopamine galore. I was like, oh my God, I got it. Yeah, hi, Katie.
Isn't that the best? You get like that nice song on a drive home with the windows down, and Sweet Emotion comes on by Aerosmith, and you're just like, yeah, bro.
Oh, Aerosmith. I like him. Guys, No, we're not done. I'm not exiting. No, please. No, I'm having a good time. Are you guys having a good time? That's what I wanted to ask. Are you enjoying not you, Beefy, be quiet. Are you enjoying yourself, people? I'm kidding. Beefy, are you having a good time?
I'm having a blast. I do have to go here pretty soon though.
Oh, okay. Are you drinking anything, Beefy?
Coffee.
Oh. I was expecting you to say something squirrel food like.
Oh, it's good. Yeah, I'm nibbling out of a rodent thermos like you would a hamster. The little thing you put in the squirrel thing. I had a hamster when I was a kid, and I'd hear that all night. The little rodent, like it has the little ball bearing at the bottom of the metal tube, and you just hear all night the ding 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 ding. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm drinking
God.
out of the metal tube.
That's so funny. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I wonder if people got it, but I know what you're talking about. It's so funny.
One time when I was a kid, I woke up in the middle of the night, and you ever like you have the parched throat, you're like so thirsty for whatever reason, just like
Yep.
sleep takes it out of you. And I didn't want to go downstairs, so I took my hamster's water and unscrewed the cap and just so awful.
Can I just no, it's great. It's stories like this people need to tell more. Yeah, please. Yes.
I have felt bad about that for the rest of my life. I went downstairs and I could not have given him water fast enough. I was like, I'm a monster. I took away my hamster's water.
Beefy, you just drank hamster's water. How dare you? Guys, let's call the what's that NSPCA? What's that company who takes care of animals?
NSPCA in the arms of an angel. Yeah.
How dare you? How dare you drink your hamster's water? Animal cruelty. What?
I feel so judged right now.
I'm so judging, but in a good way. I am judging as hell. This is so funny. What?
I'm
thirsty. Give me your water, hamster. Poor hamster. Not only is he in the cage, but he has no water now. I love it.
Oh, Dolly says, "Oh, Beefy, shame."
I freaking love it.
Shame.
I love it.
Shame.
Look, let's see what Nana said. First, let me just point something out to David. Hey, David! Thanks. David, how does the camera look? Not me, but you know what I mean? Like, it's not as bright. Good, right? Right? Because I think last time it was because I was wearing a black shirt, like someone said, and then the camera was acting all freaking crazy. Anyway.
You're coming in crystal clear. Your setup looks great now.
Yeah, I don't know what happened last week. Last week, there's always something wrong.
What are the I get the baggage, like you get your baggage back there, but what's the cheeseburger with the eyes and the scissors about?
That's Brian Koberger.
Who is that?
Oh, love it. It's the alleged murderer of the Ida 4 students.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, he's a douche.
Well, yeah, alleged. But we all know he did it. Please, there's DNA all over the place. And then
and you know what's so funny about that? He was a criminology student, but he led the police right to him. He left little breadcrumbs from their doorstep right to him.
Yes. And that's why I said, I'm like, please, you can't get any more pompous than that. The microphone is the wrong look. Oh my God, Alistair. Focus. You can't get more pompous than that. Like, look, I did the crime and look where I am. I'm right here. Mm-hmm.
Oh man, when they released the details from the search warrant, and we found out that like one of the roommates was like just standing there as he walked by. Oh my God, it was horrifying. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
So they released the interview of one of the roommates that were downstairs, one of the survivors.
Oh,
and one of them saw him walk past her, and for whatever reason did not kill her.
Yeah.
Can you like put yourself in that moment? Because she talks about how she heard the attacks, like she heard the struggle.
Yeah.
And at one point, one of the other girls ran away after he had stabbed the other one, and she heard him yelling to him, "No, wait! I'm going to help you." He's yelling this to his next victim before he stabs her in the bathroom.
Yeah.
So she hears this vicious attack.
Yeah.
And is frozen in time as this man, I believe he still had a balaclava on his face.
Yeah.
Walks past her. Can you imagine being like frozen in ice and just the pure terror It's
Yeah,
just, oh my God, it's so
I was
horrifying.
I when I made a video about it, and I said that the fact that she froze actually saved her life, because when it was dark, when you don't have good clear vision, your brain relies a lot on the peripheral, so you can detect movement quite easily. Details, nah, who cares? But you can detect movement very easily, and by her freezing, and he didn't have clear vision, it didn't alert him to her being there,
Oh, so
and
your theory is that he didn't see her.
he didn't see her because she froze.
I guess I misunderstood. I thought they like locked eyes at one point or something. Maybe
No,
I'm
she locked
misremembering that.
eyes with him. She saw his eyes, but he didn't see her back.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and the reason why is because when she's freezing this way, he's coming like that, but because she froze, his peripheral didn't pick up movement. Because
Oh my
when
God.
the peripheral movement is instant. It's instinct. You don't quite control it. You could override it as you get
He's
older.
like a T-Rex. It's just like hold in
Yep,
place. They can only pick up movement.
yep. They're gonna do that
Some
movement
some
because
move.
if you look at babies turn their head at every movement they see. They can't override that instinct yet. But as you get older, you can control that situation. So when you're in high stress environment like he was, because he was like, oh crap, like he's doing the crime. By her freezing, he didn't pay attention because he didn't see movements, so his head didn't turn.
Crazy.
Yeah, yeah,
God,
yeah,
I
yeah.
can't imagine being that the other two surviving roommates.
Oh, Dolly's asking, we're talking about Brian Koberger. Brian Koberger. Uh,
Can you imagine being like the survivor's guilt you would feel being those other two roommates?
yeah, yeah.
I feel for them.
Let me just tell you something. Every time, look, and I hope I'm not being offensive to a lot of people when I repeat myself a lot, but there are the few stories that pull at a heartstring of mine that I have to use a lot of mental power to control myself. When women are assaulted, women are killed, and kids, and I can't help it, but I always interject Olympia into the story, and then I freak out. It's
Oh
I,
yeah.
every time. Like we just talked about the girl freezing. I don't know why. I was just dancing, and then all of a sudden it's like, what if it's Olympia? And I'm like, I'm trying not to think like that so much, but it's something I'm working on with a therapist currently. I really am working because it's not healthy to constantly, like, it's not healthy. It's not healthy. It's not healthy. But and I'm gonna bring it back a little bit to one of the trauma that I had when I first witnessed my dad punch my mom in the face, and I was 16 years old. He's done it before, but it's the first time I've seen it. It made it for a good 4 years. I couldn't tell the difference between a woman's laughter and a woman's crying. Every sound from a woman, it doesn't matter which one, a female sound sounded like a distress call, and it drove me nuts. It drove me
Oh, it
nuts.
just like activated that
Yeah,
like
like you could be a girl like ha 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 ha, and I'd be thinking you're being assaulted, or you could be talking like today's the weather is so great, and I'd be thinking you're assaulted. Like I couldn't make the distinction from a high pitched sound to a distress call. It was
isn't it
terrible.
strange like the weird things that bring you back to like those traumas? Like I
Yeah,
remember when I was just getting out of, my abusive relationship, I would be around women and if like they move their hands too quick, like if they went to go get like a piece of paper or something like that, I would immediately like do the flinch where you put your hands up, you know what I mean? And
hmm
it was like I had to like kind of stop myself for a while because it's like you're looking like a freaking psycho every time
yeah.
a girl's around you, you're throwing your hands up. It's like, what are you so freaking afraid of, you weirdo? But it's like, it's just something about your brain. Oh yes, PTSD. That's the word for it. It just brings
Yeah,
you back to that
PTSD.
place. And I don't even know how I was able to come out. I guess just time was really the best way.
Yeah, time. And I shared this with you, but the way my therapist, and it's the same therapist I've had since I was in college. That's why I talked to her a lot about, like, what am I going to do when you expire, because she's so instrumental. She's so instrumental in me having stuff under control. But one of the tools she said to combat that is whenever don't give into the impulse, because I'm also naturally impulsive. She's like, when that happens, like blink a lot and think about like, who said that? Where are you? Where are you? Nah, I think you want intrusive thoughts. Think about something else. And honestly, that's what got me into gardening, to be very quite honest. Yeah, another breaking news. I got into gardening because it was a way for me to distract myself. Distracting
nice.
thoughts.
What did you plant?
Oh God, what don't I plant? I plant everything. So I have pomegranates, citrus, figs.
Oh, you're doing fruits.
Yeah, peaches.
Nice.
Apricot.
Well, wait a minute. No, peaches are trees though.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, good for you.
Yeah.
So did you go and did you get seeds, or did you go and like actually buy the tree?
So when I was youngin, when I didn't have 18, you don't have a house to plant anything. So I would have house plants. But when I got the house, then I've transitioned to planting stuff, and all my trees, all the fruit trees are females, and the non-fruit trees, the evergreens, are males. I mean, they're not. That's in my mind. I call them girls, and I call the boys. No, they're not like real. No. In my mind, no, in my mind, I'm like, "Good morning, girls." I talk about fruit trees. Chris, Chris took a video of me. I need to ask him again. I forgot to. He took a video of me being complete idiotic, talking to my figs, because here in Jersey we had an explosion. We had an explosion of lantern flies. And they literally can kill your tree. And I was there with a hand vacuum. I was like, "You're not going to touch my girls." And I was vacuuming. Oh, yeah. And he was like, "You are ridiculous." I'm like, "No, like, we eat from those trees. No, they need my help." I was vacuuming those lantern flies.
My babies.
Yeah. Oh, girls. And every time
there actually are like bushes though that are female and male. I brought my mother
a
holly plant for Christmas, and she said like, "Oh, great, it's a male. I have 2 females, so I'll be able to keep them." I don't know what it meant, but I like you said, I didn't know that until then, that there are male-female bushes.
They are like dichotic trees. They're 100%. They are. It was just.
You have a 23-year-old plant, Nefertiti?
No, I think it's her son, her child.
Oh, okay.
And she never stops thinking about her child. Because I was talking about how like I can't, like, every disaster I always think about like, oh my God, what if it's Olympia? What the hell do I do? Okay, I'll tell you guys one secret, and then we have to stop planning into wrapping up. It's running into 2 hours. So in the last video post I made about the Tennessee shooting, and what I edited out, I think I share a little bit about what made me go into PACT Nation. I'm not quite ready to tell you the full story yet, so I edit a lot of that out. But I went to a rant where I said I don't know how to protect my daughter because Beefy, last Friday, my brother-in-law, who's a head janitor, got a text message from the school had to be evacuated because they found 3 guns in the school.
Oh God.
And that was in New York City, right? And
That's so weird that you brought this up, because that's exactly what I thought of when you started talking about how you're transplanting this fear of your daughter upon like everyday occurrences. And it's like, how do you send your kids off to school with all these school shootings off? Because I would be fucking petrified.
Petrified.
Because you have no control. You're just setting them off and like, bye-bye, hope for the best. Like, duck under your desk if something bad happens. Hopefully you make it.
That Sandy Hook had me depressed for a few days. Because I was like, I don't understand. But anyway,
I would definitely need therapy to try and develop some kind of coping mechanism.
I don't even know how parents even do this. This is just, it's too hard. But I put in a video that I edited that out because I was like, okay, I think YouTube's gonna kick my ass. I said, because I was like, how do I protect my daughter? I said, if I ever come back from work and I hear this story that, oh, look at that, an active shooter, and sorry, Olympia is no longer here, everybody's gonna I'm going to the store, buying a GUN myself, and someone is dying.
I'm going scorched.
We're
all going down.
I'm going Rambo. What? That's not. I had to be like, okay, no, wait, you can't keep that in there. Edit that out. I was like, what? What did you tell me? Oh, F that. come on. I said, come on, Chris, we're going somewhere. Where are we going? Someone has to die.
Yeah. If she's going down, we're all going down with her.
Down,
Let's go.
What? I was like, no.
If you're gonna take my daughter world, you're going down with her.
Seriously, I'm like, I know it's not the right thing to do, but I mean, I don't know how people even that father who talked about his son who died in a school shooting. I don't even know how people even wake up in the morning.
Yeah,
or even go to sleep. No, forget it.
Therapy.
Oh, Nana I live in New York, and someone was swarming multiple schools, and I couldn't grab my 6-year-old fast enough. Nana was like, "Oh, honey." Nana was out to get my kid. Yeah. Why are we doing a group hug? Yeah, group hug. Oh yeah. Christine. Mm-hmm.
I'm joining. Everybody imagine my squirrel thing, just putting his big
group
paws,
hug,
big
everyone.
squirrel paws out, and he's hugging you, all of you. My babies, my squirrel pups.
With his mouth open. Buffy, close your mouth.
Just like that. Yeah.
Beefy, close your mouth.
Have you actually seen squirrels' teeth? I think they're orange.
Yes, they are orange. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I've seen that. I have so many squirrels here. Yeah, I've seen them. Guys, it's 9. We've been here for 2
we gotta
hours.
wrap it up.
We have to wrap it up. And Beefy has been so kind enough to. Normally, I think your schedule was full, and you made it because I asked you to. So thank you.
I always have time for you, Alistair.
Oh, thanks. Look at that. Me? Wait, I'm an idiot. Stop it. Listen.
This was really fun, man. We should do this again.
Yeah, we should do this again. And the best part about this is that there's no editing required. What? This is truly is just awesome.
It's funny. You had your little format, like we were all like had our bullet points, and I didn't even get to like any of them. We just had like a great conversation.
Yeah,
it
truly is easy breezy because I don't know how not to be myself because you don't want work Alistair. Work Alistair is not fun. Listen, work Alistair is not fun at all. So no, you don't want work Alistair. But fun Alistair, like regular Alistair, I talk and I ask a lot of questions because people interest me. And so, there's obviously an upwarding flow to bright. You can't see it. There's obviously an upwarding flow but too bright, you can't see it. It moves and my eyeballs look at it. But no, we did everything that I set out to do on the upwarding flow. I posted it on the post, but I added a few more stuff.
You guys don't know the work that this guy puts into it. We had like a whole pre-meeting, and he had a whole formula and
they know.
So
no, they know. I tell them it's hard work. I tell them. No, they know. I'm a horrible liar, so they know.
I'm learning, man. You're making me a better YouTuber over here.
Just have fun. Really, honestly, it's just have a good time. But guys, thank you so much. The goal here is to have 1 live a week because I am tired of editing. Period. That's it. 1 live a week. So 2 videos normal. That's the goal, and 1 live a week. And now I did think about. Oh, by the way, Beefy, guys, if you press the like, press subscribe. If you want to check out Beefy's content, check it out in the description below. And Beefy, I'll keep talking. You don't have to stay if you need to go, but I'll keep talking. So there's no pressure at this point. But no. So what I wanted to add on that is that this year, we are going on vacation. We're going to go see the surrogate. So I won't be here for the 2 weeks of May, and then
you come to Beefy's channel on those 2 weeks. I'll keep you company.
No, but the thing is that I plan on because I can take the phone with me. So this is why I love the live. So I'm still gonna do the live. There won't be any like the edited video, but there'll be the live.
Oh, nice vacation, Alistair.
Yeah, but I just don't expect I'll be,
the Black Scorpion's gonna come out.
I'll be appropriate, but it would be a different setting. I might be at the pool.
I can only imagine like with a mimosa in one hand.
Yes. Just don't judge me too hard.
Doing the dances for the
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm just saying this to prep you not to judge me too hard because I might not be in this setting. That's all. I think it's important that you guys know where I might be. That's it.
So
And-
considerate.
and
Yeah,
if-
get it, boy.
Yeah. Yeah, I am considerate. It's important to be considerate because people deserve it. It costs nothing to be considerate. Thank you.
So true. So
Like
true.
you. It's just a few seconds. It's not even an annoyance. It costs nothing to be considerate. Like every morning when I go to work, I say thank you to the janitors and the people who clean the facility, and they look at me like I have 5 heads. They go, "Oh, thanks!" Like they're so surprised. I'm like, "Thank you, please. Without you, none of this would be clean." I always say thanks, and the person who cleaned the bathroom, I always say extra thanks because it's a clean bathroom. What? Yeah, you gotta say it costs nothing. Thank you.
That's the shit work.
Thank
Literally
you.
and
Yeah.
figuratively.
It costs nothing. Thank you. It costs absolutely nothing. It's just a thanks.
Those people need it the most.
Yeah, but it makes them feel good, and that's important. That's important. Okay, guys, that's it. I'm gonna go take a shower. Not that you needed to know, but I'm telling you.
Before we go, Alistair, you're gonna come on to Case Watch soon, right?
Yes. So in 2 weeks, guys, in 2 weeks, look, there's gonna be plenty of. I'm gonna put brain cells together and brainstorm with. Can I call you? No, I can't call you squirrel, Alistair. No, I'm gonna brainstorm together with Beefy, and we are going to try to bring you guys different content, interesting content, in addition to what we're already doing. I think it's gonna be really cool. But the main thing is we're gonna have fun because I want to have fun. Life is too hard, and work is too hard. Damn it, work is too hard.
Keep an eye out on my channel because Alistair is going to be on Case Watch, and that's going to be awesome. I can't wait.
Yeah. Judge Darrell lost in the nomination, guys. The judge didn't make it to the Supreme Court.
I heard she's right wing.
Oh,
I think maybe that's why she's a little too conservative.
Oh, but it's Wisconsin, no?
Yeah, I mean, there's conservatives everywhere. Even states that are blue will still have their own democratic sectors.
What
I don't think she's like pro-Trump or anything, but I know she went to a religious college, and for most people who are very true-blooded, red-blooded American religious sectors, they do tend to lean right.
But I feel like with the judge, because at least to me, she seems to follow the law. She doesn't seem a person who would mix the two. She's like, the law is the law, and whatever, right? Didn't you get that from Darrell Brooks? Like I'm the law. Like it's the law is the law, right?
Yeah, I mean, technically, she is the law. She is the judge.
Yeah, I don't think she would be a case where I think people maybe misjudge her because of her, I want to say, values. I think they should have looked at her body of work first.
True.
Right? Because I've looked at her body of work briefly. Please, I didn't go through all the names, all the cases, but she seems to be very bad at the book and very considerate. People who are considerate usually are not assholes. Do you know what I mean?
You can tell just by the way she handled Brooks.
Yeah, that she's not an asshole.
Every person that comes through her courtroom, she ensured that their rights and they were protected at every turn. I mean, if she was able to do that for Brooks, like the most luxatious of litigants, you can tell that short for beefcake. Yeah, I wish.
So funny. Yeah, I think Christine, I think you said something that's very interesting because I was also very surprised. It's because I do think it's because she can't be bought, because I think Judge Darrell truly believes in
that's
the law.
a good point. Yeah, like she's too true for politics.
She's too true of the law. Like that's the law. That's what the law says. Yeah, I think that's why. Yeah, she's not partisan. Like she doesn't bring her personal situation into the decision of the court. Right? Otherwise she would have handled Darrell Brooks differently. She gave him all the grace.
Yep.
Right?
She didn't let her emotions like I almost don't understand how she did it. Like there's certain points where I'm so angry like for her, and like I wouldn't be able to control myself around her. Beef. It's like, where's the beef?
I love it. But yeah, Yeah, very impressed. No, I think it's because they didn't pick her because both sides couldn't influence her decisions. She was like one of the judges was like, "No, that's what the book says. That's what the book
I
says."
love you too, Tammy.
Tammy, I would be sit the hell down and shut the F up. Okay. Yeah, same. I'd be like, Darrell.
I would have fucking exploded on him several times.
This is why I couldn't be a judge. I couldn't even be a lawyer.
I don't have the willpower for it.
I don't. Yep. I'm too impulsive. They would have put me to jail with him. Contempt in court, Mr. Nziko. Contempt in court. No, man. No, you see what he did? Motherfucker, you see what he did? Yeah.
Even
Look,
like the victims in Erica, like when he has the audacity to sit there and say, "Can anybody in this courtroom file a claim against me?" How those victims were able to sit there just silently. Some people have better self-control than I do, because I would have been up there screaming like, "I fucking can! You killed my, whoever.
Oh yeah.
You fucking ran me over, bitch."
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. A would. Yeah. Yeah. You're right. She's a better woman than any of us combined.
Yeah.
Although I did say if I had her hair, I'd be flipping it all the freaking time. Yeah. I'd be like, "Good morning. How you doing
I said
today?"
that, man. Yeah, she is a Judge Darrow is a baddie, man. She is, under that robe, she is caked up under there. I guarantee it, man.
I'm telling you. Sometimes I'm like, wow, and then it's so distracting. I was like, wow, her hair is so thick and oily.
J9 just went live. You're about to lose your viewer base.
No, it's okay. I need to go pee anyway, and I have to go take a shower and I have to get ready. But guys, I love you. Beefy, I love you too.
Love you too, man.
I see you guys on I put the next post is going to be Wednesday. Normally it's Monday, but with family time on the weekend, I don't have time. So Wednesday is going to be the next post. The next one on the list. Listen, I'll tell you that right now. The next one is going to be Chandler Halverson. Listen to me. I never really finished the trial. I got to finish this and then put him aside, and then surprise. Okay, and then stay tuned for more new content with Beefy, because I think it's going to be really awesome. Just having a good time and stuff. Okay, goodbye.
All right, man.
Hey, Beefy.
Fun.
Yeah. Wait, Beefy. Every time I say goodbye, I always like have a issue pressing the end button. So this is what I always do. You ready? No. No.
I'm doing it too. You can't see it, but I'm doing it too. I'm doing it back.
No!
We'll both